There's a cat stuck in the tree.
I am in Chengdu, China's colorful panda city. After arriving last episode, I visited what it's most famous for, and I came to learn that the city is quite well known for its relaxing vibe. But this episode captures my final days in Chengdu, right before I move on to the final destination of my trip. If you're new here, I spent a month in China during the Spring Festival, and I decided to document my entire experience in this video diary. I had nothing planned for these last 2 days in Chengdu, but as you'll soon find out, it included everything from a new friend, an accidental opera, and an obstacle I could have never predicted.
I'm at the first stop for the day, Wuhou Temple. Any opportunity to visit one of these ancient temples, I'm there. And yeah, I thought it would be a nice, peaceful way to start the day. So let's go.
I decided to start the day at a peaceful, ancient attraction. The Wuhou Shrine is a temple dedicated to honor heroes of the Shu Han Kingdom, especially Zhuge Liang and Liu Bei. Also, it serves to represent the three kingdoms culture in Chengdu. The origins of the shrine date back to 221 AD, and it was later moved to its current location in 500 AD. In 1390, the Huiling Tomb, the Hanzhaoli Temple, and Wuhou Shrine were combined into one complex, which kept the name Wuhou Shrine. Today, the site's features include 50 statues of Shu Han heroes, cultural relics and museums, and scenic gardens. Being surrounded by the serene history, it made me start to wonder about the nature of these temples and ancient sites, and their role in the present day, as well as my affinity for visiting them.
As I finish up walking around, I was thinking about what about visiting historical temples and buildings, why I find it so interesting, or what about it I find so interesting. I think what it is the way that they represent what has passed and what remains. For example, all these places have these rich histories and stories and figures and centuries of lives lived, and the things that are left are stories and sometimes ruins or remnants of these lives. And I think it really puts into perspective menial things from every day, tiny little discrepancies or things that people bother over. It's something about visiting these places that are from times and lives so far gone that, yeah, I think is a really interesting dynamic to face with today. Anyways, I don't know if that made sense, but I've walked around most of the shrine temple now, and I'm now heading off to a popular street similar to the one I went to yesterday, but this one is very nearby, the Jinli Ancient Street. There's a lot going on. It reminds me of yesterday's, at least quite a bit, to be fair. But yeah, I've stopped to eat now, and I'm going to try Dan Noodles. This region is known for its spiciness, so I'm a bit apprehensive. I chose mildly spicy. Hopefully that should be fine. Okay, that was very good. And I also had an egg tart. A bit different to like the Portuguese egg tarts, which I think I still prefer. But anyways, I'm making a last loop of the ancient street. Then I'll take a little break before I go to the last thing of the day.
Even though I thought I was making my way home, Jinli Street clearly had other plans, and I accidentally found myself in the middle of a massive variety performance.
I look, you prefer the small tea house guy though.
回来了呀，老将军，快快请起！您这是带了多少兵马来呀？
他们哈尔居然就知道金币成本很难以进钱，还拿钱对到你。
母亲，你怎么口音还变了呢？光复汉室，还于进度，绝无二心。好，好。 滚滚长江东逝水，新年快乐，马年大吉。
Basically, soon after I finished the other recording, I arrived at the main stage. There were a bunch of performances, like there's this magic show, and of course the aura former came back. And then there was this whole opera, which was so sick. That was a very cool last bit of peak to stumble upon.
After the spontaneous entertainment, I slowly made my way home and actually decided not to film anything for a while until it was time to find something to do for the evening.
Change of plans. So initially I was going to go to this mall called Taiko Li, but turns out it's actually more of like a high-end mall, and to be honest, like I don't really have much purpose for super high-end brand stuff. So instead I'm going to this other mall I saw on the way home called COSMO. Now apparently all of their shops are more like local brands and stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to be heading there, hopefully grabbing something to eat, and yeah, just having a quick little last outing for the night.
COSMO was one of the most unique malls I've visited in China. It mainly featured independent and local design brands, and overall captured a premier streetwear style geared towards the younger generations. Even though it was a normal shopping mall, I actually had a lot of fun just exploring it.
I'm not really into clothes like that, but something about the fashion here is crazy. The prices are not bad. Like, I do not have space or exorbitant funds to go crazy, but I need to get something though.
What stood out to me was how much character each space had. I genuinely could have spent longer just exploring it, but I actually ran out of time.
I'm so upset I came way too late. The mall already started closing. To be fair, it's like 10:30. But yeah, that's the night. Final full day in Chengdu tomorrow. Morning. So a little update on the game plan for today. The other things I wanted to do are actually quite a bit outside of Chengdu. So I think instead I'll have a fairly slow final day. Nothing too crazy, but it should still be a nice way to finish the time here. I don't know if I said this already, but I feel like this might be my favorite city. I'm not sure why, and I enjoyed all of them, but something about this city feels like such a vibe, like super homely, cozy. Yeah, here's to the last day.
With a blank canvas of a final day ahead, I started things off back at Cosmo. But I also ran into a new friend.
Okay, I'm back in the mall from yesterday, and I have someone who you have to meet.
Hi everyone, I'm Benny.
I don't know how many people there are, to be honest with you. But basically, I met Benny in the mall yesterday. But Benny is officially my first friend from Chengdu, you know. Benny, what message do you have for the people of South Africa?
Like, you mean I receive or I want to inform everyone?
Anything you want to tell them? Yeah.
Like, be safe.
Be safe? Yo, what are you saying, man? Fair.
In my opinion, like China is a really safe country. Like, you can go around on the streets, like maybe at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. No
Yeah.
matter what time it is, like I always feel safe.
Yeah, no, that's one of the biggest differences that I felt as well. Like,
Yeah.
just being able to walk around. Like, my bag is over there right now. I would not do that.
Oh, you keep it all the time.
Yeah, I keep it on me. Benny was also telling me that he's a DJ, and we're standing in front of, look at this like setting and stage in the mall. These malls are just crazy. But when you play,
Like in the middle of this
March.
This month.
Okay, so basically I have to extend my stay to be to watch Benny perform. I think that's the only option. You're a legend. I'm so glad I got to meet you.
I'm glad too.
And either when I'm back here or when you're in South Africa, we will have to meet up again.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course. Sure.
Okay, that was Benny, such a legend. But yeah, just grab something to eat now. It's this Sichuan pizza thing.
Let me just tell you, that Sichuan pizza was insane. And afterwards, I finally explored the entire mall. Along the way, I met some super friendly dogs, but then I was met with an obstacle I did not expect.
A little bit of an update. If you can see behind me, it's obviously nighttime. A lot of time has passed since the visit to the mall. Basically, I'm not too sure exactly when I'm going to edit everything and put it out, but there is some stuff happening in the world. To summarize it very, very briefly, my flight home is with Qatar Airways, whose airspace is currently disabled. I spent quite a bit of time when I got home trying to rearrange the administration of my final few days here in China and my way home. For the meantime, it's resolved, so I'll be here for a few extra days unless conditions change further. But yeah, I'm in no way feeling inconvenienced or anything like that. Thinking about what it must be like living in any of the affected countries right now. Honestly, I just hope that this all gets resolved with as few innocent lives affected as possible. This kind of thing just really frustrates me. The redundancy of wars, you know. Anyways, I have a very early train ride tomorrow, a 12-hour one to be exact. I do want to do one more thing before I leave Chengdu. I can't stay out too late. I think I'm just going to walk down to this nearby street, walk around some of the stalls and stuff, and then call it a day. I think day 3 ended up being a bit more of a recovery one. I would love to come back to the city. So yes, here's to one more Chengdu adventure before the last leg of the trip.
I didn't want the end of my final day to go to waste. So, to end things off, I sought out one final Chengdu staple, a spicy hot pot.
And I've officially had Chengdu hot pot. You know, I almost left without having had it, and I think it would have been a tragedy if I did. Fortunately, I found this place, which was very close, and they were very helpful in telling me how to order and what to order. And yeah, it was delicious. I've mentioned before that they're known for spicier. So I went with slightly spicy, and when I was having the beef, I was like, oh dude, this is calm, whatever. But then when I had to make the noodles, you leave it in there for very long. And suddenly, as soon as I started eating those, I just knew, oh yeah, this this is something different. So if I didn't get slightly spicy, I think I would have been cooked, genuinely. But yeah, I finished my entire bottle of water. I think I may need to go grab an ice cream, and then that will be the end of the Chengdu chapter. I feel like that was a great way to end it.
Even though my lost days contained the biggest plot twist ever, they also included new friends, happy accidents, and a much needed breather from the non-stop beeline forward of this trip. I was glad to embrace the city's relaxing side while I was there, and I can definitely say it found a special space in my memories of the traveling month. But just before I left to the final stop for the trip, the city had one more adventure left for me.
Okay, post-credit scene. I decided to randomly come out and see if the ice cream place was open. And I just saw like a bunch of people standing under a tree with jackets. Turns out there's a cat stuck in the tree and they are trying to catch it. But this is the most funny like sight ever. Like everyone is gathering around this tree in concern for the cat. Look at the crowd that it has garnered. And there are the heroes waiting with the jacket. Someone is shaking food. Someone else is really accurately meowing as well, if you can hear that. And there is the cat in question. What troopers, man. Dude, my train is at like 7 a.m. and I've been watching this cat move further up the tree for like 10 minutes. I feel like it's too late to leave now. I'm so invested. But this cat is taking the piss right now. Bro, come on, just jump. Okay, I'm bringing you along for this because the ice cream place was closed and I'm gonna go try a second one, but they're still trying to get the cat. If that cat isn't down by the time I'm back from the second ice cream place, I may throw something at it, I can't lie. Okay, ice cream mission is officially a fail. And it seems like the cat mission is too. Here I am passing it for the last time, but I need to get home and get ready to go. I hope you enjoyed that little adventure. I'm sure the cat is having the time of its life. Hello, I am in my final city of the China trip.